I send you strength. You're going to need it. You now know you're facing my pain, the pain you sent me. You're going to realize you couldn't handle it. Not even a fraction of what I do. Now what do? I know you're gonna quit. And think to yourself, how does he do it? I was wrong about this guy. Forcing you to go back to the past. To soul search. They didn't see all your trials and judgments of the viewers. Now asking for forgiveness. All in your head. When you take on burdens you do and couldn't do, and it's just a fraction of only my energy. Caught the strength to thrive, realizing you can carry the weight. They miss by targeting you, and you let them, even being blinded, finding the keys. Now good things coming. Next level. Now you're still stuck having to look at yourself. Left you feeling you've been deleted. As it is before, so it is now. What is the difference? If nothing has changed, or has it, why? Why then do you do the same things over and over? You want change. Then be that change. Not by saying it, by doing it. If you don't like something, say you don't like it. And don't go along with something you don't stand for or believe in. By God. Can a man stand on his own 2 feet without being influenced by another man? Monkey see, monkey do. Hawk too. Nope, not me. Maybe it's you. I'd rather stand alone in my own truth than stand in someone else's lie. Hawk too. I'm not that guy. I'd rather be the man of my word, trusting honesty. More than a nice guy. More than a good guy. Hawk too. I'm not you. Trauma to royalty leading me to what I am. Realizing I'm healing trauma by letting go of mankind and all sentient beings with gratitude for healing the whole soul lineage. Without medical attention, medicine, or Western pharmacy. If there wasn't any trauma, then there wouldn't be any strength to realize that you've healed yourself. Doing the interjection, being pushed to look at what is no longer needed, growing out of the old family ways. Then, that you once knew or thought that may be true. Yet, you can't be in 2 places at once. Snap out of it, excusing yourself to knowing that you are royalty. The trauma within you has been released, leaving you to understand some of your actions you have to let go. The way of thinking, the way of letting people go, things that no longer serve you, your past, all need to let go. I awake this day to a profoundly different way, as I did yesterday, realizing my dream came true.
Today something happened that we all lose sight in seeing. Today was something that was small but was so extraordinary, and to most wouldn't even pay any attention to. And in fact, most days I may take for granted. But today was different. It happened to be right in front of my face. When I received a compliment from a fellow father waiting at school pickup. And at the end of the day, she comes running out with open arms, with her beautiful brown eyes, and her sun-kissed skin, and her smile ear to ear. Makes this father very happy. Today, Hawkeye caught sight of the white owl today.
I repeat, these are not my words I am speaking. These words come from a book of spiritual warfare prayers produced by Faith Stone LLC. The Unseen War. Every day, whether you realize it or not, you're part of an invisible battle. It's not a fight against people or circumstances. It's a war being fought in the spiritual realm. The Bible tells us, "For we do not wrestle against the flesh and the blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers, over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly place." Spiritual warfare is ongoing. Struggle between God's kingdom and the forces of darkness. It's not just a grand cosmic battle. It's different, deeply personal. It's the tug of war over thoughts of your peace, your relationships, your purpose. While God calls you back into freedom, the enemy works tirelessly to sow fear, doubt, and destruction. Thanksgiving for freedom. Mother, Father, thank you for rescuing me and setting me free. You have carried me through the storms of life, broken the chains that once had me captive, and filled my heart with peace that only you could give. Your faithfulness, power, and unfailing love are beyond anything I could ever deserve. And I praise you for who you are. Help me to live every day with a thankful heart, remembering all the ways you have worked in my life. Let my gratitude overflow into every part of my being, bringing joy to my spirit and encouragement to those around me. Teach me to recognize your hands in both the small moments and the big victories, so that my life becomes a consistent reflection of your goodness. Love, remind me that my freedom is not just my benefit, but to glorify you and to serve others with love and humility. Strengthen me to walk in the freedom that you have given me, the unburdened by fear and doubt. Let my gratitude be a daily act of worship, pointing others to your power and grace. You are my strength,
my salvation and my song. I give you all the glory, now and forever. So it is, so it will be. As it is, so it will. Faithstone, LLC.
Through the eyes of a foster child, always asking the question, why doesn't anybody want me? But only for the money. For when it's time for families to go on vacations, the boys get ready for who's going to be the babysitter for the upcoming respite weekend. Left feeling insecure, never good enough, always trying to seek for approval. Yet the bullies are always bullying. People are always looking at you differently, making you fight, making you look the part, making you protect your heart, making it harder to live, making you and forcing you to be the pleaser so you won't be thrown away again. Again, packing your clothes in a garbage bag. By now it doesn't matter the color. As a child, it's making you smarter when others are thinking you're dumber. It takes a special soul, and you don't have to go to war. As a child, all you have to be is abandoned by your parents. And now you're known as a foster kid, unwanted. I feel more of a need needing to be met more than being loved. Feeling more I am in need for greater comfort, more than feeling I'm loved by anyone. How do you love if you don't know what love feels like? Never begging for attention, painting a picture with words. How does this make you feel? With the mystery, remembering the touch, the voice, the taste of the lips, and the smell of the natural essence and floral extraction, with each petal acting as a trail of love I look forward to when we meet again, not only in my dreams, but face to face, holding each other in each other's arms as we look in each other's eyes, feeling at home, comfortable, as if we were best friends before lovers, together igniting the romance and the passion, knowing naturally where to begin and how to end. Seeing a need filling, the need with love, love needs filling. How did a man become who he is today? Today we're going to go deep into a very interesting man's life firsthand, with the words of a man who experienced it. From birth, even to how his parents met, and how he was conceived. To where they would have never met if it hadn't been for a wedding. Both related to one, the bride, and the other to the groom. It led my father from his home in Vermont, and my mother from hers in Maine. Meeting in Connecticut for a Catholic wedding. I guess it was love at first sight. I was thinking more falling into lust. My mother being on the bigger side, but with a beautiful face and long blonde hair made the difference. My father, with his jet black sideburns and jet black hair and his thin build, with his homemade tattoos, made him look the part that attracted my mother, and for most women at that matter, it was the badass, the man that looked like he was trouble. and you knew he had a hard life. Soon finding an apartment together, and about 9 moon cycles later I was born, baptized without my consent. It didn't take long for my father to get himself into trouble, and running from his home too. My mother got news that her sister and her mom had just gotten stabbed in their home in Maine. So the decision was made. So in 1977, we moved to Maine. Maybe you didn't find what you were looking for, but without looking, you'll never find what actually is looking for you. Maybe I want to know everything about you, comfortable telling secrets, comfortable telling yours. Loving yourself as much as you love you, realizing each other's gifts. Only some get opportunity to take it. Most let it go. I love you is more than words, it's feeling from a voice who feels it. And when you feel it too. Opportunities to experience both with you. What would it take to spend forever with you? Leaving the ringer on because of you. They like what they see. They see proof that you can do it all. A true warrior. Looking younger. You make life look easy. Maybe a trust fund baby. These are the days. Only the here and now. Channeling light. People profoundly amazed with all the progress achieved. The light awaits the bait with its truth to trigger ripples in the water. The one sentence where the mind feels complete. Being that miracle. When you touch it, it turns to gold. Happened. Believing this happened. Sharing with you, seeing you. Free flowing. The bridge collapses. Hard to pin down. Leaving them surprised at every turn. The consistency. Now they can see freedom. Here's something to wet the mind. First, sit there. Sit there in the thoughts. Separate the negative. Focus on the positive side of what's empty and what empty looks and feels like. It may take a couple of times when you're ready to whet your intellectual appetite, to open the mind of endless opportunities, of new ways of understanding, to determine what is real and what is focusing on the one mind, knowing you're being guided by divine source with love intentional, knowing that they're guiding you, making sure you're being led by your divine purpose. Along the journey, discovering by energy, feeling, finding fast the good, the bad, and the lost energy of the human soul that's being sold to all chambers of commerce under abnormal maritime law, cargo of materialism owned by capitalist fascist states. The idea is being presented as a mental appetizer, making you eager for more, spiking curiosity, keeping man distracted with keeping up with the Joneses, and the grass is greener. Sex, drugs, and music, and violence and murder. It's what sells social media, society, fads. The root of all evil isn't money. The root of all evil is man. Man, you got my attention. Just dangle $1.